Okay. So, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hey guys, this is Aaron Ritter with the Limitless podcast, the Limitless Outdoors. I'm here with one of my best and closest friends, Anthony Mussolini Fiorilli. We are at the 2024 Mobile Hunters Expo in Mannheim, Pennsylvania. Just really soaking it in, having a good time.
It's a blast.
Seeing some new stuff.
Some really fun stuff, some stuff that's kind of interesting that you wouldn't necessarily see, like scrolling through your Facebook and Instagram's pages that are like with the big marketing budgets and all that. Some hometown innovation, man. I'm really enjoying it.
And this is my second Mobile Hunters Expo. I was at the Ohio show 2 years ago, and in my opinion, I think this has probably doubled. That show was in a really cool rustic building way out in the middle of nowhere. And it really made that show feel like it was big because it was in such a small venue. But it was just awesome.
And now look at us in this giant sports arena.
Yeah.
And this wild. It's an awesome place.
It's great. And they filled up a quality amount of space.
Yeah, this is a pretty big room, and a lot of vendors came out from all over. Some from pretty far away, so it's pretty rad, man. We've had a good time.
Showing.
Yeah.
What have you seen? Do you want to start with new stuff, or do you want to start with some things that we're already big fans about, but we want to showcase the fact that they're here and they're putting out great stuff?
Let's start with the old faithful stuff.
Okay, which one do you want to do first?
Personally,
well, you know what we're going to do? We're in the Latitude booth.
I was going to say, let's start with the Latitude saddles.
We're standing right in front of Alex Chopp's backside, so we've got a great background for you guys to look at while we chit-chat a little bit.
Yes.
And Latitude, not to put the cart in front of the horse, but Latitude has launched a really cool new piece of gear this year, but we'll talk about that after we talk about On
Point Adventure Foods.
Do it.
Yeah, all right. So I am going to jump right in here. I've got a awesome basket of goodies.
Yeah, I'm going to hold this.
Yeah, let me
go ahead.
I gathered some of my favorites over there. I mean,
the fat kid's going to put his hand on the food.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna hold it for him.
Yeah, don't tempt me with a good time. So first and foremost, if you want a good hearty meal, the chicken Alfredo is one of my favorites. That, and for breakfast, for me, it's the biscuits and gravy. We were eating that in Pennsylvania right before we did the TAC events, and you couldn't beat it. And when we had a few beverages after, podcasting in the evening time, wake up, sometimes you need a good hearty meal. Can't beat the biscuits and gravy. In the evening time, you need to recharge, when you're either at camp or even at home. My pick, chicken Alfredo.
Well, that's the Italian went straight for the Italian.
You got to.
I don't know.
I grabbed your favorite, by the way.
That's not my favorite.
Well, it's my favorite. They don't make rhubarb pie just yet, but they're getting there.
Okay,
and then for dessert, the peach cobbler.
Strawberry shortcake's way gooder.
Way gooder.
On Point strawberry shortcake is the best freeze-dried dessert on the market, hands down.
We're going to agree to disagree because I think it's a peach cobbler. And this is why we get along.
Their dehydrated pickles, redonkulous.
It's awesome, and they have the ranch. This is the dill pickle.
Yeah.
They have the ranch flavor, and then they also have the Cajun. Was it the Cajun one?
Some kind of spicy thing that they do.
They were awesome, especially to get salts in your body when you're on the mountain. Again, we used that during TAC PA. It was pretty warm, and we were hammering these things down. They were awesome.
Yeah, I have them every day when I'm hunting, moving, playing around in the wilderness.
My kids love them. And now I grabbed these over here because these are just awesome, fun little snacks, and my kids absolutely destroy them. So first we have the Extreme Sour Fruity Bites. Aren't these are sour Skittles, are they not?
Are.
Sour Skittles, but they're awesome little crunchy snacks.
The problem with this is when you open this bag, it's going to get empty. There's no going back.
You can't eat just one or two.
No.
Yeah.
You are not going to put the bunny back in the box.
And you know what? I don't think I want to because I love these things.
Go ahead. Your last snack.
Oh, yeah. This one hits close to home. Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches. Can't beat this stuff. Again, I brought these home and I was saving them for, when I'm out in the stand or something. I went back into my pack in my basement. All I found was this thing empty with crumbs. My kids had gotten into it and they absolutely destroyed it. Now they ask for it all the time. They call it astronaut food, but it's great for the family. They love it too.
I'm gonna go off the rails just slightly. I showed up to Anthony's, so his kids are incredible. They're young. They're adventurous. They're very curious.
I'm not sure if they're mine because of all that.
They're just awesome. So I show up to his house to do an urban deer hunt, late season deer hunt with him. And I go upstairs to my room and I put my stuff down on the bed and Sophia and AJ come piling into the bedroom. AJ crawls up on the bed and he finds my CPAP bag. And if anybody's ever watched Star Wars, where Luke Skywalker shows up on the planet with Yoda for the first time, and Yoda is yard sailing his stuff, that is exactly what AJ did with my CPAP. He unzips, he's like, oh, what is this? And he's unzipping it and says, oh, look at this, and what is this for? And just like launching my CPAP in pieces all over the bedroom. And I'm sitting there watching him, and I'm just laughing inside because I can hear this Yoda voice. So I had this mini-me of Mussolini, and I'm imagining him green and hairy with pointed ears. CPAP it is.
CPAP.
This is, and just yard sailing it everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, between the here we go. Between the CPAP and the leg, there's a reason they call you Uncle Robot.
That's right. That's right. All right. So
what you got for me here? What is this orange contraption?
Are we shifting into new stuff?
Yeah, let's because there's something I really want to touch on that really got me a little out of my comfort zone.
All right. So this right here that you're pointing at, it's not directly show related. This is going to be my seminar related.
Okay.
We'll talk about that last.
Okay.
This is the Latitude Maverick saddle. This is a single panel design. It has their extended width of webbing on it. And I am shifting over from years of a 2-panel saddle.
The Method 2, which is my favorite and the one I use still.
I started with the Method, and I've been using the Method 2 ever since it came out.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that saddle. But being an addict of the backcountry, not only is this lighter, I don't have to worry about my panels getting all twisted up.
It does happen sometimes.
As I'm executing that mission. So this year I'm switching over to the new Maverick. I have sat in this thing. It's uber comfortable.
And it breaks down and magnets to itself, so when you're walking in, it's basically a belt.
So there's no magnets. It just folds over.
It just folds? I thought it
folds over, and you wear it in basically like a weight belt.
Well, it holds so well. I thought it had a magnet in it. Look at that.
It is for the size and the comfort of a single paddle. It's the lightest saddle on the market. Now this is what I want everybody to know and understand. I'm very
That is light, man.
Yeah. This will bring my backcountry saddle rig down to 7 pounds.
As opposed to what it was before?
Yep.
Which was that? What was
that? Just under 8. So the weight difference between the Maverick and the Method 2.
Yeah. So 3/4 of a pound just by switching to that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So this is, I am going to be transparent about this. And I make it very well known that I am a big fan of U.S. companies that source and use U.S. made materials and they produce it in America. And that's one of the things that I have loved about Latitude from the very beginning. However, what you also need to understand is in order for these companies to survive, sometimes they have to go outside our borders. It is what it is.
It's the economic environment we're living in.
It is. So the Maverick saddle is not made in America. This is made overseas. It's the only saddle in their lineup that is currently going to be shifted overseas. But this is what I need.
And it's how they keep their costs down to make it available to the average consumer. Because otherwise, the prices are climbing. I understand it. I mean, none of us love it, but I understand it.
And in order for them to get product in people's hands,
that's what you got to do.
There's a lot of the companies in the States that are supposed to be producing product for them or for anybody. They miss timelines.
Yes.
So in order for Latitude to get this product in our hands in the quantity that they need, they went overseas. I'm okay with that.
They are inspected in the U.S. though. I will give them that. They do inspect them, every one of them in their factory before they go out. So
I'm going to beat this up. I'm going to get it bloody.
Yeah.
Super excited about it. All right.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and show your new toy.
The new toy?
The new toy.
So if anybody's like me, has some back problems, sometimes, I use the back band on the saddle systems, and it's okay. It's not great, but those long rut day sits where you're sitting there all day long, I found a lazy boy. I found a freaking lazy boy.
You are a lazy boy.
I am. Let me show you this monster right here. Look at this thing. This is the JX3 Hybrid. I put this on and I was skeptical, but boy, oh boy, is this thing comfortable. So this right here flips down, becomes a seat, and packs right back like that. And when I say comfort, it's got a headrest.
Yeah.
Dude, it is like sitting in a Lazy Boy. And I thought it would hinder my mobility. Doesn't. It's great.
Have you ever used a Summit Viper climber?
I have, yeah.
Okay. It's more comfortable than a Summit Viper.
By far.
Hands down.
It is. If I had to be in a tree and someone said you're going to be there all day long and I'm not going very far, you know, without a doubt, I'm choosing this thing.
Yeah.
This thing is rad. I absolutely love my Latitude setup, and that's my go-to. I don't have one of these yet. Maybe I'll get one, but
he's gonna get one.
I'll probably end up getting one and trying it out. This thing is just so comfortable, but it's not for everybody. It is big, it's bulky, you have to figure it out, just like anything else. It's not as minimalistic as your traditional saddle, but there's folks out there, like myself, and some that have even worse back problems, where the saddles just might not be the most optimal thing for you. If you're going deep backcountry, might not be for you either, but if you have back problems, solid option for you. I mean, even if you don't, this is just super comfortable.
I put this thing on and I lounged over in the testing area.
None of us wanted to get out of it.
It's comfortable. It really is.
It is.
I could easily have this on my property to go out for an all-day sit. And I just wanted to go lounge in the back corner of the property. Yeah, you can spend all day.
Absolutely.
Take a book, read a book, shoot a deer.
Yeah, and what I love most about this is this little whale tail, is it just digs into the tree. I don't need those knee pads or put a pad up against a tree.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it just presses up against the tree and keeps you about 6-8 inches off the tree. It's awesome.
I love it, yeah.
I love it. Cool.
Right on. Okay, so I'm gonna throw something out here that is not here at the show, but I'm going to talk about it in my seminar. It's a new piece of gear that I'm taking into the backcountry this year. So one thing I've done this year is I have moved away from my Amazon purchased power packs, and I'm using Dark Energy. I encourage everybody to take a look at Dark Energy. Their products are awesome. This is made by Hunters Outdoors, or Mountain Hunter Outdoors. These are portable compact boot dryers. So these little discs sit in the tops of your boots. You plug this into a power pack, which I plugged these into this very power pack that had a fresh charge on it. Mm-hmm. They ran for 29 hours straight, nonstop.
That's awesome, because when I go places, I usually when I'm hunting, I take 2 pairs of boots in case you get that one wet. Yep. That is not an option in the backcountry. This is a much lighter mobile solution.
It is. It's great. And I look at it as, in September on my archery elk hunt with Chris Dunlap, I'm taking these because even if it doesn't rain on us,
inevitably it's going to get sweaty
pounding terrain all day long, your feet get damp from sweat.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, I can get airflow through my boots. Now, you're moving ambient temperature air. So your boots may not be completely dry by morning time.
It's better than nothing now.
It's better than being saturated with water.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyhow, I wanted to give a shout out to the guys at Mountain Hunter Outdoors. This is really cool.
That is.
Now, one last thing. If you go to their website today, this is not the version that you will see. This is their second rendition of these. These are the ultra-light boot dryers that they're about to hit their website. They were gracious enough to sell me a set for me to try out and play with, and I'm having a blast with it.
That's awesome. It's the little things that keep you comfortable in the woods that make the biggest difference. And something simple like that, keep your feet from getting all nasty and get an athlete's foot and stuff. It's keep your feet happy and you'll be happy,
These
right?
are probably like 9 ounces.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, and you just cut down way more out of your saddle system, switching to the what is it, the Mav?
The Maverick, yeah.
The Maverick. So you have weight.
Yeah.
You have weight to put that stuff in there.
I wasn't robbing Peter to pay Paul.
But you can now.
I can. Is there anything else we want to shout about in this quick podcast?
You know what, man? What I love about this, and the same thing I say all the time, is the people here are just awesome.
Yeah.
We've met some incredible people. We've had a great time, a lot of laughs. Get an ab workout in laughing so hard. But you can't beat these kind of events, and you get to see all the cool stuff that everybody's coming out with. Again, I love the innovation.
And what I liked about this location it's not just this location, it's the region that it's in. So when we came up here, we all met at Lancaster Archery Shop. We spent an hour or so at Lancaster.
Yep.
Been to Kinsey's.
The bow extravaganza going on this weekend.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Kinsey's is right down the road. If you haven't heard of Kinsey's, look them up. So we all went to Kinsey's for the first time, enjoyed another outdoor hunting and fishing store.
Great store.
Awesome.
It's a pretty big place.
And there's some great Airbnbs around here as well, which is what we like to do. We just get some quality time with our crew.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat it. I look forward to this every time. It's like a mini vacation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
that's it.
Yeah, let's on to the next, right? Let's go check the rest of the stuff out.
Let's go, as a friend of mine recently said, let's go grip and grin.
Let's go, man.
All right, be limitless.
Later, guys.
Awesome.
I just started throwing stuff.
We